Olá malta, ora, hello guys, today making a video right here on my store, and I am on the bench here, my big bench for the club, and yeah, I'm going to working in some pieces as you can see here. We got here the motor, it's done, so just try to start making the weathering on this, and we got here the tracks too. Here you can see the first colors. Okay, the weathering it's going to put the color on this wood completely different, and I'm going to use laser washes for this. So that is the thing I'm going to start. So I'm going to put this away. And you guys to see how it goes with Vallejo. So I am doing this one, I think you can see, and I got a lot of things I'm going to do too. So now let's grab some washes here, colors, right, this one. So I'm going to build the washes. This is a light gray, I don't want to have gray. Sorry for this. That's the blue one. I love the blue one. Khaki. And the gray. So yes, so this is what I'm going to use almost for everything. So you can see, so lots of washes, yes, but they are all going to be used. So I'm going to put this aside. Let's grab here towel paper like this. Alright, and here it is for the washes. So let's grab a cap. I got this one. It's dirty with the black, but it doesn't matter. So let's grab a brush. We'll use this one. You can see here. So we are going to use this very smooth surface. So let me see this one. Not you see the obscure and the light. So the first one I'm going to use, I like a lot using these ones. It's the light rust. Okay, it's thinking it's for wood. No, yes, it's going to work really nice. Okay, it's going to give a bright color there, and then I use the dark brown, and later this one, the European dust. It helps a lot. This one. So we are using water too. I'll grab here some water and to put directly there. So the first coat is going to be this one. This one I'm going to do on all the model, even on the rail, because it's going to have a little dust there. And I just need one more thing for the rails. Let me grab. This one, it's important. Some cotton swabs for do this, right? So let's start doing this very easy. Let's shake a little. Only 2 drops. and then I'm going to put water. About 7 drops of water. I want this to be very light, and let's start putting in all. So it's almost like a filter we're doing now. So this one on the steel, like this, simple. It's been a... Alright. Pessoalzinho, estão a vir aqui. Tão simples. Sem grande stress. Vamos construir as cores. Portanto, começar sempre mais light. Portanto, sempre tudo mais claro. E depois vamos escurecendo, ok? A gente na pintura mete bastante claro, escuro. Depois quando estamos a fazer o weathering, depois às vezes é mais difícil recuperar. So you can see it's very, very, very simple. It makes a smooth surface. All right. So very, very simple. Now with the cotton swab, just on the top. You see, brings a lot. Yeah, just simple as this. All right, the first coat it's done. Now let's clean the cap. And let's go for the dark brown. Malta, a primeira face, agora vamos à segunda com o dark brown. So now let's just mix this e lá vamos nós. Now just leave a bit. You can see it's not consistent. I just drop in some areas, and we want this to dry something like this. Guys, if you have any questions, just ask me there. Pessoal, dúvidas, falem, não estejam acanhados. So I want this to be very moist. So you can see, now I'm not going to clean the cap. Pessoal, não vou aqui à cap, deixei cá ver, ok, muita gente a ver, ainda ninguém disse nada, portanto está tudo a perceber. I'm going right now with this one, air up dust, so still moist. Mix with the dark brown. And let's put you see I'm putting so this is one of the ways to do. I'm not telling this is the right way. This is one of the ways I do. So because I like to paint with watercolors, I make this kind of technique like in watercolor. So it's very simple. Now you see, this is more dark. Now I got here the grey one. Malta, tenho aqui o cinzento. Agora vou pôr aqui 2 gotas diretamente nesta mistura. Vamos mexer. E vamos continuar com a mesma técnica. Just dab. The water will go in everything. Yeah, and it's very simple. You see, just with this we build one of the first colors. Yeah, let me put just a little up here on the track. Now don't use the air dryer because we want this to dry by itself and stay there, and it's going to be more realistic. If you are going to use the air dryer, it's going to mix all this, and that's the things I don't want to happen. Okay. Olá, Carlos. Não tem nada a ver. Isto é uma técnica mesmo que se faz como se fosse aguarelas. Nós vamos pondo em vários sítios, a própria água vai fluindo e vai deixando os depósitos no sítio certo. Portanto, se eu agora, se fosse usando o secador, e ali ia fazer um mix e ia se misturar por tudo, e ele vai, como podem ver aqui, há certas pontas que está a fazer depósito, e é o que me interessa. Deixem-me lá ver se eu consigo aqui. Ups, agora não sei qual deles é que é. Tem que ir aqui a este. Estão a ver? Estão a criar os depósitos à volta e isto tem alguns veios que já vêm do molde e vamos deixar que eles vão se aí agarrando por aí fora. Essas coisas todas, conforme vai secando, conforme a água vai evaporando, ela própria vai assentando e vai assentando naturalmente e não vai ter manchas, ok? O problema às vezes pode ser com as manchas que pode criar se nós agora fôssemos secando. Portanto, esta parte não me interessa. Portanto, agora é ver o produto final. Lógico que com os washes de valeiros, o que acontece muito é que a superfície fica acetinada, mas depois não há nada com verniz resolva. Só que com isto permite-nos ser mais rápido. Lógico que podia ir por uma das outras minhas técnicas que eu gosto, que é com óleos, mas esta é das melhores soluções para ele cair suavemente. Depois iremos logo ter muito mais trabalho. Depois eu hei de fazer com o aerógrafo aqui ao meio um esfumado de preto para fazer a impressão quando o comboio passa, com aqueles rastros que vão deixando de sujidade, de óleo, essas coisas todas. Mas isso depois é mais para a frente. Depois, quando eu puser na base do diorama, irá levar aqui as pedras para fazer o balasto toda à volta. E aí sim, outra vez mais uns washes em cima disso, ok? Então, vamos agora aqui. Foi muito, ok. Estão a ver? Começa a realçar todas as marcas ali da madeira. Agora, vamos aqui puxar para trás, ok, um bocadinho mais, um bocadinho mais, um bocadinho mais, ok. Vamos lá tirar isto aqui agora, e vou passar isto para o outro lado, e vamos deixar ele sozinho apoiar-se, ok? Enquanto isso, vamos deixar os washes. Já tenho aqui também esta parte pintada, como podem ver. Que é a parte que vai assentar aqui, basicamente. Depois o resto agora vamos tudo dar uma primária e o interior disto irá ser branco. Nós vamos utilizar o branco para isto. Agora vamos só aqui, desculpem lá. Olá, olá, Rodewit from Bolivia. Store, how are you? The train is coming, yeah. Alright, now we are start painting the interior of this. We got here the benches. It's going to be in black, and this parts, and this interior part is going to be white. So some parts I'm going to paint and I'm going to build like the doors. I'm going to leave the doors open, but first I'm going to use the white. For the white I'm going to use the primer from Vallejo, and it's going to be the main color. So just going to use this for this. Simple. So let's put this away. I'm going to use my Tamiya turntable. And for grabbing, I'm going to use a little tape. So I'm just gonna think something like this. I turn a little. It's right here, and this is not going to escape from here. Simple as that. I'm going to use an airbrush. I don't know if you guys know this airbrush. It's from Arlen Steinberg, and this is the ANSA. This is not dual action, okay? When I push up backwards, it's the first click I hear is just put the air running, and then when I pull, it starts making the paint go out. And some guys don't like too much of these ones, but I love this one. So let's put this right here. For the primer, I'm going to use a 50-50 color, and I'm not going to use the thinner. I'm going to do for that the airbrush flow improver. For me it's much better sometimes when it's a little cold, So that's it what I use. So this is water, guys. Alright. So let's shake this very well. Okay, full improver mix 2, it's good. Everything very makes sense. So we paint this step by step. You don't want to paint this all in the first coat. So I put around 50 drops. And about 15 drops of these two. So now let's mix this. I use a brush for this. For me it's better mixing in the cup. This is not a big cup, but okay. And let's start painting this. Okay, the first coat is just this, very light. You don't want to put too much. Now I grab my hair dryer. I know it's a tedious work, but I want a very nice flat surface. Alright, second coat, and let's dry it again. And as you can see, it's a very smooth surface. It's a primer, it's a white primer, but it leaves a very nice surface, guys. Believe it. So this is like the off-white color. And for me it's good, this piece. it's good. So now I'm going to remove from the tape, and it's white. I don't want this to be very bright, so I leave like this because of the weathering. Alright, now let's grab this one out. It's going to have the dark yellow on this with the camouflage, but in the interior it's white, guys. So let's put this here and start painting this in the same process, same method. Alright, and we are almost out of white. Alright, so just put here some more drops. Let's mix this nice. So tomorrow I'm going to make another live stream. I'm continuing this work, but it's going to be on YouTube. So it's going to be more like that in the week. One day I make on YouTube and another day I make on Facebook, but I will post this video on my YouTube too, okay? So as you can see with this mixture, the paint will go out very thin, so don't put too much. One of the questions you guys must have, it's why am you painting this very thin, okay? I am painting this very thin because I don't want to lose any details on the kit. These have a nice interior details, and with a very thin layers we preserve that details. Alright? So on this one it's going to be very different the way I paint the other part. Alright, you are going to see there. Okay, Paul, no more. It's my style. Eu depois também ponho no YouTube. So of this I'm going to show you a nice trick to put details on this. Not here, or here. Alright. So you continue with the white. Alrighty then, the first layer, very thin. You can see here I preserve the holes they have to put the ammunition there, but if I go very heavy we are going to build a layer on the top of that, and normally that is not good. On this way it's the best way. Alright, first layer, now the second layer. I need just a little more paint, just 4 drops of each. Because we are going to change for another color. And you guys are going to see what I'm going to do. All right. So the first, as you can see, it's almost good to go. So now I'm just going to clean my airbrush. It's very important you are always cleaning the airbrush when you are working. Just don't leave it for the end, because then it's more difficult to clean the airbrush. Believe it, guys. So let's put this away. Okay, I'm using the Rust airbrush cleaner. It's my brand. Okay, it's partial clean. So we are going to use now another color. A trick I use for making like almost press shading. Okay, this is it's going to be a post shading. Okay, it's done, this one. Now let's grab another color. Just a second. Let me see what I got here. What's here? So now I got here the light grease. This is a light gray, and I'm going to have the black paint too. And now I'm going to make a mix, right, with one of the things I love, it's the titanium medium. Now I'm going to make color very smooth. My airbrush I'm using, I have a 0.2 needle, so it's very easy to make thin layers on this, so let's go. Just one drop of black. Now 1, 2, 3 drops of the gray. Two drops of the thinner medium, And now airbrush flow improver. 2 drops. So mostly it's what I'm going to need for this. So what I'm going to do, you can see right here, you see these parts, I'm going to make a shadow there in some areas to give a depth illusion, right? Just like this, and we have the certain hole. Right. You guys are thinking, oh my god, this is very strong, isn't it? But this is what I want now. So just like this now. I'm going to make the same thing here on this one. Let me just use the turntable. Okay, this one it's good. You can see it's very strong what I built. Alright. Now let's clean this and remove all the paint. Yes, the tedious part, seeing a guy cleaning the airbrush, it's very it's very tedious. But if you want to have this running smooth, yeah, we need this one. Now let's air dry this part. And as you can see, runs really good. Okay, now you can see here, you see the shadows we put right there. Now we are going to need another piece of tape. Let's put the cap right here. If you don't want this to go away, just grab a little more, put here on the end, and straight one, and it's secure. Right, so let's start for the first one. Okay, now I'm going to use white from Vallejo. Not going to use the primer now because I want a more bright surface, and the thinner medium, it's going to help a lot. What I'm going to do is make a mist of white and to smooth all and put more bright these panels, and then just a mist to correct all the shadow. I put too much, so I don't have no problems with that. Now I'll resolve with this, and it's going to have a nice things to watch. So shake it very well. The thinner medium, you must shake it too. It's very important. So yeah, mixing the bottles. Now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Remember this white, it's more thin than the primer. Now I just put 7 of these, and of course 1 drop of the flow improver. It helps a lot the paint not to dry too much on the tip of the airbrush. Let's mix, mix and mix and mix. Alright, so we are ready for this. And let's start on the middle. Let's see, the white is coming proper. Around here. And you can see now we got some shadows there. So it's a very simple way. You see I'm now working inside. Alright, I put too much there. So let's correct this one, just with the white. Okay, the first piece is done. Now we have shadows. And let's do the other one, the same thing. on this process it's very important to use thin layers, because if you do something wrong, the layers are so thin, when you paint on the top again, you are not going to lose any details. Okay, that is why very important to do just like that. All right, I like it. Now just a mist on the top and on these two. All right, and this part, the spectacular part, it's cleaning the airbrush, guys. Let's clean and clean and clean. All right. Just cleaning. Now let's do the first coat of weathering on these. Before, let's use the hair dryer. It's very important. So what I am going to do to give the first aspect of dirt of inside, all right, we are using the European dust. Okay, this is good to go on your airbrush too. I will shake it. I will use one drop of this and the flow improver too. Okay, you can go with the thinner. So 6 drops, guys. All right. If you like more to use the thinner, put a drop of the flow, and it helps a lot. You can see I'm using it today. It's a cloudy day. Some expected rain, and we have some moisture in the air. So sometimes it's difficult when you are painting with this weather, but yeah, with this helps. So a mist, guys. Now we can go on that part, around the doors, on these fans. And of course, this is the top, the floor it's going to be. So we put a stripe like this with more moist, with more dark tone of this, more dust, and simple as this. So this is not a white, so this is a better one. Now you can see here, when I put the two together, the difference, alright? So again, around. it's good to go. Alright, it's clean. Now let's grab the other wire again. So good to go with pieces. Now let's see how it is the tracks. Yeah, almost dry. Now I can use the air dryer because it's safe, but I'm going to use this very high. Alright, it's good now. Okay, someone else is sending me message. Alright, now let's grab the bottom of these and let's grab this one too. I don't make the same process on these because I'm going to do almost the same technique right there, but I want to put this first there. So I'm going to grab here my X knife and I'm going to remove the paint here. And here, and a little of this on the inside. Okay, I have to have something for, because I'm going to glue, I want this to have a little thing to grab. Okay, so it's going to be something, what is it? This one, sorry. Something like this. And I want this to have something to grab. Even on this piece, we need to put some. Oops. So we got here two different glues. I'm using glues from Jimenez. I got the Slow Dry and I got the extra clean one. So I'm going to grab a little of the Slow Dry, put around here too, and let's start. Putting this together Okay, if I use the extra thin here, it's going to affect on the paint, and I don't want that to happen. Now I can go with the extra thin here on the back and put some glue there, and make sure it's just a little pressure there. Nice. And now I'm going very careful into and put some there too. So with the two we can put this one to slow dry, and then this one around. I think it's going to grab really nice. So yeah, it's good. Now let's grab it again on these. Pressure on the tape, and now again with the airplane dust, just put a little together. Thin or medium, and of course the flow improver. Now I have this more a little bit thin. We're going to see why. And yeah, I forgot one. I'm going to put one drop of rust. I forget that. So we're going to give the first things of dust, the first thing on the top floor, the rusting. So now let's paint this very light, guys. You see, big difference there. Now here on this, look, you see I'm putting too much in some areas. So like I said, this is a little more liquid. Right there you see it. You say, oh, you're putting too much. No, I'm not putting too much. Alright. Now, with the cotton swab, I'm going to clean the areas I don't want, and just simple as that. See, now it's entering on the details when I clean, and that's what we want. Yeah, it's acrylics, it's dry real fast, but you have time to work. It's going to leave some stains, and that stains you want. It's going to be more realistic, because you don't do that with the brush. So when you're processing the cleaning, it's going to be all over. Just doing this because of the hairs. We got the spy. Alright, and you can see it's very easy. We got the deposits there. Some of this air is going, I'm not going to see because it's going to be close. But yeah. Alright. Now I'm pressing a little to have a little paint going out. So kinds of chipping. Because I don't put any varnish, this will activate all the things there. So I some areas of white and I want more here. Alright, something like this. Now I will grab directly a little of oxides, rust, with a brush. Now water. And then I will go clean again. You can see this is the light one, but it's very strong. Again, now I'm going to use cotton swab with water. And you can see it's still very bright. Alright. Now I will grab the dark rust. Now with a brush, let me have here this one. It's a Kolinsky Sable from Vallejo. And I will put in some areas at once. So just using right there on the cap. Now some water. And we smooth these areas. Okay, nice. Now I'm going to grab the cap again. I'm using aluminium for metal color first because I want some areas to look metal. Okay, this is very thin, the mix I do. Now I will go and put one of the steel there. So working and playing with the water. Yeah. Of course, there are parts you are not going to see because it's going to be close, but work like it's going to be seen because you will work your areas there. Oops, too much. We don't want too much. So almost what I am doing now, it's like wash with metallic. I am darkening some areas. I am pronouncing more the details. Yes, I like to use my fingers. All right. Nice. Okay. So we don't want metal, new metal, okay? So just do like this. Olá Carlos, boa tarde, tudo bem? Não está aqui concentrado, às vezes é complicado. Now, oxides. Just simple oxides, because these ones we got the dark rust, we got the rust only and the light rust. Now I'm going to use the rust. Now in some areas, if you want this airflow and don't stain real, so you just use a little water and then you can do the corrections. So I'm just moisturizing this area right here, right here, right here, okay, and here. This is what I'm going to use now, straight from the bottle. I'm just going to leave some stains and let the water do its work. Yes. Some little drops in the middle and it flows by itself. Right, now I'm going to grab another brush. I want to moisture some areas more. Now just touch some areas and do the water make its work. Okay, just around this one. Now water, yes, we need water. Let's put some water random and touch. I'll grab more water. And when you see it's too much, like here, just go with a moist one and remove. Okay, but clean always in a tissue. So when it's still fresh, it's because I am using water for these. When work, if we have the surface dry, yeah, it's going to stain and you're not going to remove it. You can see. So it's just simple as this. Now let's continue working. Now, yeah, I'm going to work right here. So the paint, I got here 2 brushes, 2 sizes to control the water, and this one. I like this one because it's long and we can load a lot of the wash, and it just, with the point, just drop the areas we want. So water again. You can see I'm just moisturizing around, not right there in the middle. Because if you do everything, you are not going to have too much control, and it's more difficult then to clean. Like I always say, the water makes sometimes beautiful things, believe it. Normally the best results, it's when you don't have any control. Then later I will pop up all the rivets with this, with the pigments, and it's going to give a wonderful life on the model. So this is a like a dancing with the water. Always turn around your model if you don't want to see the stains very big. You want to build this very light, and if you want, you go more. Alright, I think I like this part. We need more, definitely. We need more rust. You can see I can put too much and then just dabbing, cleaning in the towel paper. Remove the exceeded parts. Oh yeah. Then when this go, I'm going and make very thing with this. So we got here the mixture of the steel with some rust, with some parts. It's different. Then we're going to see. So again, more water and rounds again and rust. Going to put here a little water on this panel. Around these ones too. Later I'm going to take a picture and I post for you guys to see better. Let me just grab here, let me see the right position for you guys, yeah. Like this. Now water. I need to flow the water. So now I'm going to leave more pronounced rest and just smooth. Yeah, it's a tedious work, but at the end, it's really nice. Yeah, very use it. Alright, for now, the first coat, I think it's good. Let's clean your brushes. And just to put drops here. Yeah, this is a one way. Clean your brushes nicely. Now let's grab and make like this with water. To go, more water. And yeah, it's still losing some paint with motion, circular motions. We don't want to break the ears, okay? And okay. We clean the brushes. Yeah, it's ready again for another. Now let's close. I put the cap right here. Close these ones. Just putting this away, guys. Sorry. With your dryer, just there it goes. Hello, yo Wayne, how are you? Nice to see you, my friend. Alright, so this is not fully weathered. It's going to have the pigments. For me it's very important, and I was going to use some weathering effects from Vallejo tool for some areas to put. Now we got these almost done, and when we put together, let's see, it's like this. Let me see how it's going to be. Yeah, You can see the picture. I got some weather. So this I got the first shadows I do with a paint, and then of course I'm going to work with all these rivets. I'm going to paint all the rivets. I'm going to put some rust on there and some dust marks around this, so it's going to be very different when we put these together, right? So even I'm going to try to make this the motor, the weather of this. So I'm going to leave this. I'm not going to put any wires like that, because you're going to have edge open and you can see this one, and what I saw, we don't need any wires for this. All right, so my friends, thank you very much for watching. Tomorrow I will do about the same hour, but it's going to be on YouTube and anything just said. Okay, thank you very much for watching, and be safe, guys. Bye, guys.